God help anyone who gets in his way.
Loveline will be right back. Loveline will be right back after we kill the singer.
Oh, no, go ahead. Sorry.
Please vomit in the direction of Drew. What the hell were we talking about?
Go to line one. Let's go.
Oh, line one, yes. I swear I had something. All right, we're going to cut you off the sauce. You keep up with that.
Who, me?
No, Nathan.
Yep.
What's going on with you?
Well, let's see. First off, I want to say thanks for having me on. I came up here to college in August of last year, up to San Jose, and since then I've actually been able to discover who I really am and, things about my sexuality and whatnot. But now I have to go home for the summer for 3 months, and I have to face my parents, and I'm scared because I don't know how to tell them that I'm gay.
Do you have to tell them right now?
It would make it easier, I believe.
In what way?
Well, that way I wouldn't have to run around and hide from them.
Have you talked to peers who've gone through this?
I've talked to a few people, but
I think you need to really... why force yourself into that? You're going to be away from them, living away from them anyway. Why did you wait until you have enough support to fall back upon in case the reaction is not what you want?
Have you had contact sexually with a man, Nathan?
Yes, I have.
Has your behind been broken?
Well, so to speak.
It has.
You are so vulgar.
Finally. Hey, this is coming from the guy who used the F word 10 seconds ago.
This man wears a Makita Power Tools cap.
Thank you.
Imagine what he's like in bed.
I'll tell you, one thing I've done is I got the Makita cordless drill once, and I hooked up a feather duster attachment to it and went at it with a young lady. She was quite amused.
Wow. I'm impressed with that.
Best $50 I ever spent. All right, Nathan.
Yes.
You've had butt love then?
You've been rude.
Well, no, I'm doing an informal poll because a lot of gay callers we have on the show have not engaged in that act. It's an oral thing, and
Why are you so intrigued in doing this?
Did you really want to get to the bottom of this on the air, Drew?
Yeah, I do.
It could get scary.
So even
I'm listening.
The bottom of this,
I'll be in your bottom in 10 minutes.
Well, yes, I have.
All right, you have. Okay. Yeah. I am with Drew, but we'll ask the sneaker pimps. Here's our contention on this show, or our theory. Why burden your parents or anybody, your employer...
Yourself.
No.
Yeah, why? They're the people that are going to get hurt if they don't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Why tell somebody something that they could potentially use against you if you don't need to tell them at this juncture?
Because
you know what I'm saying?
Society, the more people who hold back from letting things like that be known, I think then the more people can say this doesn't happen much. Only sort of weird people do this.
Right.
And so the more sort of people in college or in good jobs who are gay or do like to do things slightly off-centre, the more people actually admit that and bring that into an everyday part of life, and the more people stop seeing it as a freaky, horrible thing.
It is true, and I do agree with you that from a whole societal sort of theoretical standpoint, if everyone would just come clean with everything, we would live in a more relaxed, accepting society. But from an individual standpoint, he's liable to come back, tell his folks, his parents are liable to cut him off or have some horrible reaction. Now he's got to drop out of college and do gay porn. Oh, yes.
How conservative are his parents? That's the question.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing they're going to react harshly, or he wouldn't want to tell them.
Well, yeah,
kind of interesting.
Exactly it. I told him, I was talking to him about my friends, and a lot of my friends are gay, and, my dad gave me this conversation with, You know, he was telling me how morally wrong it is, and he wanted to make sure my friends weren't influencing me, and basically, you know.
Right, but
that's how they're going to look at this whole thing, is that you were converted to this.
Yeah, well,
no matter what you do, that's what they're going to.
That's
their
even more reason to
orientation.
tell them and make sure that they understand that, you know, that he wasn't taken into a corner and tied up and raped by these people.
Exactly.
It's his
Nathan,
choice.
there will be a time when you must have that conversation. Of course, you want them to
I
know
agree
you
with
for
that.
who you
Does
are.
he feel like
But
doing
at
that? That's the
19,
point.
after his first year away at college, before he's developed a real solid network of friends,
Yeah.
I would discourage you until you really are clear in who your friends are, that you've got some good relationships that you can fall back upon for support. If this is probably going to be an ongoing process.
I disagree entirely. I think
What?
you're kind of going along with a conservative idea of.
I am not.
sexuality.
I am
Not
not.
at all.
I am
I mean,
totally. I am.
it's-
I am totally in disagreement with society's intolerance of this stuff. However, these are his parents, and this is a 19-year-old who could be hurt by this.
Yeah, but
He's young.
Yeah,
some
but he's
people
being
have no
hurt by it
parents.
now.
Doesn't
He's
matter
being
if you've
hurt by
got
the fact
parents
that
or
he's
not.
got to keep that side of himself away. He can't talk about his close relationships.
Do you know who the most highest incidents of completed suicide in this country is carried out by?
Parents
lesbians?
of gay people.
Teenage
that
homosexual
answer.
males.
Certainly, in which case they should have more confidence. And just do it
Exactly.
But he may be a martyr
without
for the cause.
Stupid kind of.
You're being idealistic.
You're
If society
right, it's so young.
already
Christ,
were
I mean-
where we all think it
Yes,
should
but-
be, then of course.
But how does he get there? How does he
on.
get
Never
there?
say
Doesn't
Not
get
by
there just being
sacrificing
quiet.
19-year-olds.
Hey, Engineer Mike, shut everyone's mic off for just 1 second. I'm going to talk to Engineer Mike. You idiot. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, Mike, I want to take this. Drew's full of piss and vinegar tonight, and he's in rare form because he usually is napping, and I have to poke him with a stick in order to get him to interact with the guest. You guys have somehow brought out the fire and brimstone that lies deep within
This
Drew.
guy's an asshole.
All right,
Can I
please,
say
Drew.
that?
Blue, keep the mic off, Engineer Mike. Here's what I'm saying. Just get some of this stuff on a cart so I can have fun with
You're
it.
fat.
Thank you. Later on. All right? All right. Now we can continue the debate. We got to turn. All right.
What does Nathan think? Let's hear his point of view.
Nathan.
Yes.
All right. Well, what do you think?
Well, see, I really wanted to tell him so that the fact was when I went back down there, I wouldn't have to, run around, because I do enjoy not just the sexual company of men, but just all the company of men,
Let me ask you a real honest question, Nathan.
Yes.
You sort of admit that your parents are a little bit uptight and a little bit oppressive.
Yes,
And
yeah.
they were that when you were growing up.
Just a little.
Is there a little of this that's a bit of an FU to Pops?
Oh, no, not at all.
No.
Actually, I had even a hard time admitting it to myself,
Right, but is there a part of you that kind of wants to say, listen, your worst nightmare, and here it is, F you? You know what I mean? Just a little vengeance here?
There could be, but I haven't actually, I've never considered it a reason why I was gay.
Not a reason
Not a
why
reason
you're
why
gay.
you're gay, but a reason why you want to tell them.
Oh.
Because that's what I'm hearing, and that's not a great reason to tell them.
No,
because
I'm
you
not
know
trying to
your
tell
dad
him.
is going to flip a lid. His
Oh, I know
toupee
he's
is
gonna
going to come
flip a lid.
flying off and stick to the ceiling fan.
Yeah, I know they're going to freak out.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. And listen, I'm trying to make some. I'm trying to be like Billy Carter, I'm trying to be like Kissinger here between Drew and the guest.
When you were 19.
And I'll agree with both of you, which is with. You guys having your own forum over there? We'll have to have a radio talk off the air again. All right. Here's what I want to say. Yes, I do agree with the ban to the extent that people should not cower in the shadows of the judgment that others cast upon them. On the other hand, I agree with Drew in the sense that his parents, he admitted, are very uptight and are going to have a harsh reaction, and he needs them right now because he's away and he is relying on them, and he may get cut off.
Perhaps it's time for him now, though, in his mind, to be an adult with them as adults and say, look, I do need you, but I need you to know me. And perhaps it would do him much better for himself and his self-esteem to know that at least he explained to them who he actually was. And if they do flip out and all that, well then at least he'll know in his head that he's doing something that he had the guts to admit to them he was doing, and he believes to be right.
It may be better for him, but practically he may have to drop out of college if his dad disowns him. And I would wait another 2 or 3 years to graduation.
Isn't that prostitution of your morals just to get through?
No, listen,
Yeah.
you do drugs, you masturbated, you know, listen.
Hey, hang on, not on your show, I don't. What are you talking about,
really?
pal?
I thought I saw your arm.
I don't do drugs.
I might have tried.
Here's the point. We all did things that we all did things in high school or college or what have you that we didn't tell our folks about.
Yeah.
Because they would have freaked out.
You're not talking about some kind of little bit of joint smoking. We're talking about
someone's
a major
lifestyle,
kind of decision about
who they want to love,
someone's
and who they
sexuality.
want to be with.
All right, but I'm saying you guys are taking a moral high ground here.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
You're with me, Chris?
I'm not at all.
I think it's unstable.
Chris, let's start our own band.
No, it's me and you.
There seems to be an orthodox idea of sexuality here entirely.
Right.
About the idea that the kind of, okay, everyone's homosexual, everyone's heterosexual, and homosexuality is somehow a kind of fringe idea, which
right.
And
just not
you
we
know,
all know
that is kind of
It's
difficult,
not like
and you should edge it in. That's rubbish. You shouldn't edge it in at all. You should just say what you want.
He doesn't have to say it at this point.
All right, but it's here's what. All right, here's what I would like.
You say, I'm going to wait for you.
No, wait till he's got himself stable.
He may also be withholding what his career choices are for a couple of years.
All right, we have to go to break. I would end it with this. I worked with a bunch of born-again Christians.
Born-again Christians.
Born-again Christians. Born-again Christians. These guys carried Bibles with them when I was working construction. It was 8 of them and me. I'm a devout atheist.
You're the Antichrist.
But I didn't, and I feel fairly strongly about my disbeliefs. But the point is, all right, we'll let Liam in the band, Chris, all right? When we form our, okay. But the point is I had to show up and work with these people every day, and I didn't get up there and say, I'm an atheist, because it would have been hell on me to deal with these people. I didn't go to prayer meetings with them, and I didn't kiss their butt or denounce my beliefs or disbeliefs, but I certainly didn't go and broadcast it because it would have been a horrible environment for me then. Then when I got out of that environment, I hung out with my atheist friends, and we made fun of God.
But your mum and dad aren't born.
Fantastic.
All right, we got to go to break. More fun with the Sneaker Pimps after this.